your MBBS at Sion, and then you have done your MD at Hinduja in pediatric, and you have specialized in prenatal childbirth.
I
People,
I haven't, yeah, I have done a special 6 months posting in neonatology. Yes,
new neonatology for a
yeah, that is good.
28-day young
Is it a
born
divine moment, if you
baby?
can say?
Yes,
Because
yes.
after all, life
It is
is a
basically a
divine
branch
thing.
that
So
deals
is it
with
a divine moment, you think,
children.
in the room that is there, call it whatever, OT room or labor room or whatever you call it? Yeah.
Truly, truly. When you see that first cry and when we see that 500, 600 gram is crying, everybody actually started believing in God more after I took up medicine and more so after I saw neonatology, because there's some force that is guiding that same baby has same, everything is miniature, but then that baby still moves his hand, that baby still feels the pain. The skin is so fragile, and this when we still touch that baby will feel the pain. When you have
Oh,
this big noise, that the baby will still blink and get startled. So it is all, when I saw it first, it was really amazing, and that time I really started believing there's some power other than medicine, that makes this, and it's a flawless make. I,
you got into Sion, is it Sion Hospital?
yes, I got into sign. Yes,
So,
yes. So because first,
are you telling me that luck plays an important part in the destiny that is decided for you? Because see, as you said, nature at its best is also destiny. A childbirth or a child death is also to a great extent, in spite of whatever progress we have made in science or in medicine or whatever. So, how much would you give weightage to destiny in these kinds of things?
destiny, maybe yes, but then more than destiny, you have to be really. I mean, you should really want it. I mean, you should really feel that you want to do something. Only then you can achieve it. Once if you are not sure about it, then there are so many external factors which will try to change you, because there are many things. There are your family and your people around you, or circumstances. Everything wants to change you if you are not very sure. If you feel कि अरे खबर नहीं, मतलब maybe it is good, maybe it is not good. I want to do, but
તો
I don't know if
તો
I'll be
ટેલ મી
able to
તને
do it.
અંતરનો અવાજ તે કીધું એમ તને સાતમી આઠમી થી આવતો તો is that, and
Yes,
when you diagnose, because also in your CV you have written that it is very
right, right,
fascinating to pick up those little threads that you can see in a patient and come to a
exactly.
prognosis and therefore a diagnosis. So
So
is it
till
something that of an internal voice that
practice, something like that. So if we I mean, if we lose academics and totally get into commercial practice or into private practice, we might not actually do what is ethical. It's not, I mean, it's not something which we wish to, but then we kind of get drift.
if I go to this doctor and he just puts his hand on me and half my problems are solved, do you think the placebo effect plays a very big effect on the patient?
A very big effect. A very, yes. In fact, we give a lot of placebo. In most of the drugs are
Environment
actually
supported you,
for
the
basic
environment
things are
supported
actually
you,
placebo. It
maybe
is
your
not right to say on this
whatever people
platform,
who
but
have
But
been you
yeah,
supporting
yeah,
people
you.
who
it
know,
is.
they
Yeah,
Now
it
would
know.
is.
you
Yeah.
It
advise
is. Yeah, we
this
know
5 10 years
it's
younger to
majorly
you
placebo, because
students
many
to
things.
listen to their
Even
inner
as
voice?
a patient, even if
How do they
there is
reach
some
there?
headache for you, I mean, for a see, firstly, if it is not always, it may not always be possible that they are very sure about picking up something or doing only what they want. But if they have a liking towards something, that is all. Till now, what I have faced is, once during my MBBS, again during my PG, I had this choice where I was getting a field, I mean, anesthesia, which is a equally very good branch in a better hospital. I mean, I would say it was KM hospital, which was best in Mumbai. So I was getting it over there, and then again I was confused whether to take it up, and people are, "Hey, this is the best hospital," and then ultimately it came to you do what you like. The most important thing is to pick up what you like. So again, my advice would be, if you like something and if you want, it should not be other factors should not influence. Just say, I mean, if you feel, if your relatives are telling something or your friends are telling something, or if you how matlab, you should not think how will I be able to do it. So what you should see is the goal, is the target, not what problems I'm going to
So you
face
should
or
not
how am I
change
going to do
your
it.
so you should not change your goalpost off and on. Have a goal, think through it, and stick to that goal. Is what your
More
whatever.
importantly,
Yeah.
if I mean, if you feel like doing something, I mean, that is what I follow is, if you feel like doing something, immediately agree. If somebody tells, okay, you have to do something, immediately, okay, fine, I'll do it. Even if you don't know how you are going to do it, it is going to be a big problem. It is, I mean, you may not have the time to do it, or you not have you. just agree to it. Once you agree to it, you're 50% there that you have to do it. Then if the, I mean, if it's real, if you really can't, you may 30% of the times you may not be able to complete it, but 70% times you will feel, okay, I have agreed to it, I have to do
Yeah,
it, and
yeah,
then you will ultimately get through, or you will ultimately do it.
yeah,
So
yeah.
if you are very strong that you have a goal, and people around, if you are confident from yourself, then people around you will start gaining confidence. The most important, if you are also only not confident, and if you feel that, oh, I don't know, I might, then people around you will influence you, because
This,
then
in your view, this will apply.
10th 11th children who come to, मतलब come to me कि क्या करना चाहिए. If you take up something, you take up something. Unless it is really bothering you or something goes wrong tremendously, don't try to jump from it. If you jumped into something, you have to go till the end.
You
I
have to
mean, then
swim.
you cannot regret.
You have to jump into
Yeah,
the
you
swimming
have.
pool to swim. You
If
can't
you,
be standing and swimming. Yeah.
yeah,
So
if you can't decide, take something and finish it off. I mean, you cannot keep on deciding all your life. I
true,
want to do this. I want to do that. Or then you have to give your 100% in whatever you do,
true.
because
So,
after a point everything is monotonous.
yeah.
Even if I go, I love seeing patients, but if I go from morning to evening in emergency, I feel, yeah, even if one patient more walks in, I feel, yeah, ye kya chal raha hai, why is the patient coming? So
Yeah.
it is
So
not that I leave my
thank you,
profession,
Thoral. We
it's
are coming to
anything
the end of
monotonous.
our
I mean,
scheduled
when I was
time.
in second year
Uh, Friends, it's an absolute pleasure to see young generation who are able to make up their mind as early as their seventh or eighth standard, which means maybe 12 to 13 years. That they have a passion, they have a commitment, and they believe in their inner voice. Here is an experience that not many would have noticed of seeing nature in its real form when a child is born, especially an undergrown child or an underweight child or things like that. What I'm taking away from Thoral after this, and which many of you youngsters may want to take away from, is that one, listen to your inner voice. Two, have commitment to stick to that inner voice. And environment has an influence on you, but it is ultimately you that decides the environment. So if the environment is conducive or not conducive, it is ultimately your responsibility to carry out and fulfill your dreams.